45 years ago, WBZ TV made broadcast history by going on the air. WBZ TV became New England's first television station. First in news, sports, weather, entertainment. First in the hearts of New England. And to thank all the viewers who've made WBZ TV a New England tradition for 45 years, WBZ TV is bringing it all back. Return with us now for the finest and funniest moments in New England television history. Celebrating 45 years.
45 years ago tonight, June 9th, 1948, WBZ TV4 signed on as New England's first television station. I'm Jack Whitty.
And I'm Liz Walker. We'd like to welcome you to share with us a look back at the roots of our family tree.
We're about to take a trip back through time to bring back some favorite and famous faces, relive some unforgettable moments, and see some classic examples from the rough and tumble early days of television.
For those of you who were around at that time, the year 1948 probably brings to mind how much things have changed since then. For those of us who weren't, it really seems like a whole different world. New England, 1948. Like the rest of America, we were busy putting World War II behind us. The future looked peaceful and prosperous. Babies were booming. A whole new generation of labor-saving appliances gave us leisure time to do what we liked best. Swing was still king, and everybody listened to the radio. Television? Well, that was something we had heard of, but very few people had seen. Even in this age of miracles, it seemed pretty far away, but television was a lot closer than we thought. Gosh! Over at WBZ Radio, they were already making plans for a new kind of broadcast center. Something new was in the air in New England. They already had television in New York. They proved it worked way before the war. Now they were working on getting it up to us. Bouncing it up by airplane was just one possibility, but the phone company had a better idea. Microwave relay across 7 hilltops between Boston and New York. The question was, would it work? Could they actually send pictures all the way from New York? December 1947, the first test. In the old WBZ Hotel Bradford studios, a few lucky people saw Joe Louis fight Jersey Joe Walcott live from Madison Square Garden. The microwave relay worked one way. Would it work the other? January 1948, the second test. Together with our network, NBC, WBZ telecast from Commonwealth Pier back across the 7 hilltops, thrilling New York with live pictures of Boston's Fish Pier during a snowstorm. The microwave relay worked both ways. Plans to be on the air with regularly scheduled broadcasts by March were thwarted by the worst winter in years. You couldn't build a 650-foot tower in snow and high winds. But then you couldn't wait too long if you wanted to be first. And being first was a BZ tradition. New England's first radio station was determined to be first in TV. It seemed to take forever to get that tower up. Finally, there it was. The tallest man-made structure in New England. The dream was about to come true. WBZ TV was going to be first. June 9th, 1948. At 10 in the morning, WBZ TV was on the air with what was to be a staple of our programming day, the test pattern. At 1 o'clock, more test pattern. At 4 o'clock, still more test pattern. At 6:30, the moment we've been waiting for. WBZ TV went on the air with New England's first regularly scheduled programming, a film of prominent New Englanders wishing us well.
Congratulate station WBZ TV for inaugurating service of television in this area.
In the past quarter of a century, the two most important contributions to to the happiness, peace of mind, contentment of the American people have unquestionably been the Ford car and the radio. Today, a third contribution, perhaps equaling in value either of the previous two, is going to become a part of the life of the American people, namely television.
Our new broadcast center on Soldiers Field Road wasn't exactly finished when we went on the air. Arch McDonald remembers that first newscast.
There wasn't any furniture in the building because they were still constructing the place. So we had a piece of plywood, and I sat on a keg of nails, and that's how the station got on the air. McDonald sitting on a keg of nails. A little uncomfortable, but we made it.
It wasn't until several weeks later that our new broadcast center was finally finished. It was the finest facility of its kind just about anywhere. Ultra-modern was the word for the 7 spacious studios. There were 4 cameras, a special projector for broadcasting films, the latest equipment for the highest quality pictures. And then there was our sleek mobile van, completely fitted out for remote telecast by microwave. Just about everyone loved TV. That is, everyone who had a TV. With only 2,300 sets to receive us when we first went on the air, getting more sets out and around became a big priority. There was the inevitable contest. Huge crowds at Mechanics Hall watched breathlessly as an 18-year-old ballerina from Brookline won the title of Miss Television.
Not only did I win the contest, but I also won the first television set in Boston, which made me very, very popular. All the neighbors used to come over every night and watch our TV set. It was a very unique experience for them because most of them didn't own one and had never seen it.
In 1948, almost everything on WBZ TV was a TV first. Our first look at a political convention live from Philadelphia. And in 1949, live from Boston Garden, the first TV appearance anywhere of Winston Churchill. 2 months later, another first, WBZ TV's first birthday. By now, there were 50,000 TV sets in Greater Boston alone, and WBZ TV was on its way to becoming part of every New England family. Coming up next, some familiar faces make news and television history. Hear their amazing stories when we come back.